Truth is stranger than fiction. If you don't believe it, just ask Zaxby's co-founders, Zach McElroy and Tony Townley. While countless businesses are born in a boardroom, poring over financial statements with a suit and tie crowd questioning every move, theirs was born on a basketball court, discussing future possibilities over foul shots and the occasional three-pointer.
I asked Tony if he wanted to go into the restaurant business, and he said yes. We agreed he would keep the books because he was a finance major, and I would oversee operations and brand development. In the early 90s when we started, the most popular appetizer in the casual dining industry was chicken fingers, and that's why I thought it was a great idea to create a concept focused on chicken fingers alone. Throughout high school and college, I gained my restaurant experience, but I knew from these experiences the restaurant business was my calling. Fortunately, Tony was aware of a location in Statesboro that would be ideal for our first restaurant. All we needed now was money. I put my music career on hold and sold my drums for $8,000, and Tony matched it. So we took our $16,000 to start our first store called Zax's in 1990.
Recognizing that recipes were required, Zach stocked up on spices and concocted sauce after sauce until he stumbled on the ones that, to this day, keep bringing customers back for more. With location, financing, and recipes in hand, the first Zax's was up and running, with Zach and Tony committed to offering quality chicken fingers and wings. The secret to their success was how they prepared everything to order. This often led them to apologizing to the guest because the wait time would be 10 to 15 minutes. But the wait would be worth it, they often said.
In the early days, Tony and I renovated the stores together, but I purchased all the antiques and other memorabilia to go in the store. We did minor construction together, repaired equipment, and mixed all the sauces. I even had to work in the store as a cook, a cashier, a dishwasher, a trainer, and a manager. There was nothing that we didn't do.
I joke with Zach about how we did whatever it took to get a store up and running. I was living and working in Valdosta training the first licensees when Zach and Tony and we decided to partner up and open the first company store in Greenville, South Carolina. We were converting this huge 3-story building that looked like a fraternity house with columns into a Zaxby's. To say there's nothing we didn't do in those early days is an understatement. Zach, his dad, and cousin all slept on the floor and showered in the mop sink instead of getting a hotel in order to save money.
Despite dizzying days, they kept late hours too, traveling to stores after closing to mix batch after batch of the secret proprietary sauces they invented.
When we were going to open a new location in a new town, people often asked me if we were going to have burgers, fish, or steaks on the menu. And they looked at me really funny and wished me luck when I said no, just chicken on our menu.
To Zach, Tony, and Robert, who was completing his management degree in Valdosta when he joined the team as a cook in Zaxby's third store, Zaxby's was about much more than just chicken. True, they believed food quality was critical to success. The team had no intention of skimping on product, but they also had a mission in mind.
I realized that people make the difference. With the right people, what you can achieve is limitless. We've never wavered in our thinking that success is based on creating encore experiences, not just for our guests, but for the individuals who work at corporate and in the stores.
It wasn't long before friends, peers, and customers knew the Zaxby's team had created a recipe for success. They began asking how they could get involved. Deciding the concept was ripe for franchising, Zaxby's brought aboard a consultant to help them take their concept to the next level.
When we started, we became 50-50 partners with our licensees, and we worked hard to ensure that they, along with their management staff, had everything they needed. We wanted our licensees and managers to understand our commitment to their success. We shared with them our commitment to being guest-focused and developing talent to improve every day. Our business philosophy was to have licensees who were committed by being owner-operators, and for them to devote themselves to working in the stores and focusing on building their business and this brand.
Some of those early openings clearly showed Zaxby's dedication to every member of the team, from licensees to store managers, as well as the company's willingness and passion for going the extra mile to achieve success. Early on, Zaxby's understood the importance of the relationships between managers and licensees, and to this day, it is something that Zaxby's does everything they can to support.
When Todd and Jeff Faulkner opened their first location in Winder back in '98, they began hitting unprecedented sales, and it was too much for a new staff to handle. Many of them quit. I immediately started calling the company stores to send us any available body that they could spare. Despite the fact that our young son was only 3 months old, I called my wife to help out as a cashier. She brought the baby with her. He sat by my side in his carrier while I cooked fingers and my wife cashiered. It was clear to all of us involved that there are simply times when you have to do whatever it takes.
As the owner of the new operation and the first to experience a $10,000 day, Todd Faulkner couldn't have been more relieved and appreciative to be on the receiving end of Team Zaxby's commitment.
We were understandably a little nervous when we took on our first franchise. The failure rate for restaurants is very high. It was great to have Zaxby's corporate there to help us succeed.
What can a new licensee expect from Zaxby's? Todd Faulkner and Steve Daly, both longtime licensees who own multiple locations, believe that two of the critical ingredients to success that Zaxby's provides are training and support. Todd remembers his months of training well. Initially, his training took place in Zaxby's corporate classroom. Once out of the classroom, Todd and Steve continued their training with mentoring managers in a Zaxby's restaurant before taking the helm of their own. The experience was invaluable. While growth can sometimes erode quality of service, Todd believes Zaxby's training and support keeps getting better.
Zaxby's continues putting tools in place to help licensees like myself and managers run our businesses.
When support is requested or required, support is there. Todd remembers when one of his higher volume stores struggled with speed of service at the drive-thru window. Wondering how he could improve on service, he called Zaxby's.
Our Zaxby's consultant came in and watched our operations. He showed us our bottlenecks and gave us ideas on how to eliminate them.
Like Todd, Steve can't say enough about the caliber and concern of Zaxby's consultants.
Restaurants require sound operations in order to be efficient and make money. Zaxby's does so much of the footwork for us. If we've got a question about any aspect of the store operation, we can get professional help quickly.
Steve asked his consultant for profit and loss information, help monitoring expenses, and feedback based on spending habits.
Within a day, I had reams of information that would help me be more profitable.
While the corporate team has gotten an overwhelming number of franchising processes down to a science, they're always looking for something new to enhance store image and profitability. Hyperactive Bob is one product that Steve was happy to test in his store. One of the optional restaurant tools, Hyperactive Bob uses cameras with recognition software to chart sales trends.
Hyperactive Bob recognizes customer trends and charts historical patterns. It then tells us what to cook based on that data.
Then there's the fryer Steve tested. He thinks it will be a good addition and is always too happy to be involved with Zaxby's requests to test new products and services. These two examples show the dedication of Zaxby's through their use of state-of-the-art equipment to help licensees and managers run their stores more efficiently. While providing good products and services is high on Zaxby's priority list, so is listening to every member of the licensee and management team. For example, to help bridge the gaps between licensor and licensee, Zaxby's created ZAC, the Zaxby's Advisory Council, consisting of experienced licensees.
Initially, Zaxby's asked those of us on the advisory council to meet 4 times a year where they listened to what we had to say. We found out very quickly that we had one common goal, and they really are here to help us succeed.
In turn, the Advisory Council listens to Zaxby's. Every licensee is assigned a ZAC team member with whom they can share their experiences, challenges, concerns, and more.
If there's any advice I can give to a new licensee or manager, it's to take advantage of the support and knowledge that Zaxby's provides.
Zaxby's managers can also look forward to support and honing their skills in an all-inclusive training program that combines operational studies and coursework with in-store, hands-on training. Bill Thomas, who went through management training himself, knows the program works. He believes learning the Zaxby's system helps managers discover their own voice.
We assign mentors in our training facilities to navigate new managers through the process of achieving operational excellence the Zaxby's way.
During daily and weekly evaluations, new managers are asked to assess their shifts. Mentors provide their own assessment of the same shift.
I always tell managers, you're not pushing yourself and you're not learning if you don't make at least 50 mistakes a day during initial training.
Part of the program's success lies in helping managers understand Zaxby's core values.
At Zaxby's, we don't just sell chicken fingers, fries, and sodas, we sell trust. Hot food hot, cold food cold, Welcome, thank you, come again is our practice with every guest. It's a big part of what makes our customers return time after time. At Zaxby's, we focus on the overall experience of the guest, and every day, our valued customers provide us with opportunities to excel.
Bill helps new managers recognize these opportunities to excel every day. Opening a door for a mother with a young child, walking from table to table greeting guests, saying hi to regulars by name are just a few ways that Zaxby's makes certain guests have an encore experience.
It's all in the way we treat people. It's the Zaxby's way. We don't have to do large things, we have to do small things in a great way.
Now that you've heard a little more about us, let me say a welcome. I have as much passion for Zaxby's today as I did when we first started. We believe in the importance of relationships between the licensor and licensee, as well as the licensee and the manager. We're an organization that strives to get better every day through enhanced systems and continually helping our team members to develop to their fullest potential, and we ask you to do the same. Work hard to refine your own systems. Help your team members continually grow and leave your mark on the brand. I promise we will be here to support you every step of the way.
As Zach said, the Zaxby's team is here to help licensees and managers every step of the way. But success also depends on you. How can you, as a licensee or manager, contribute to your own success? We asked several licensees and managers, and here's how they responded.
Bring a great attitude to work every day. The attitude is the first thing that rubs off on the team members. The ultimate beneficiary will be your customer, who will reward you through repeat business over and over.
Be flexible. In any given moment, you may be working in a human resource capacity, managing a customer complaint, or just simply taking inventory. There's one thing you can count on at Zaxby's. There's no such thing as a typical day.
Be patient. Your team is made up of individuals, each with their own needs. The more you can understand their needs and help them grow, the more they'll help you grow.
Be goal-oriented. Day-to-day operations make it easy to get sidetracked and sometimes discouraged. Hire individuals with people skills. A smile is the most important part of a Zaxby's uniform. Remember these goals when challenges present themselves. And keep moving forward.